Okay, good evening. Welcome to H3, the show about health, hope, and happiness. My co host, Brother Scott Sweetman, isn't feeling so well tonight, so he's not going to join us. But I wanted to share with you what this book that I think is fascinating. I've been reading it for a while, and specifically an exercise in this book that I thought is remarkable. So, the book that I'm talking about is this book here. It's called Live Right for Your Species Type. So it's about eat well, move well, and think well. So this Dr. James Chestnut has put this book together, and it's an incredible book. It's just amazing in terms of the advice he has, and it's like a lot of it is common sense, but a lot of it is, well, if you think about what it is you would want to live the best life, what would that look like? And for most of us, we don't eat right. We don't make the best food choices for our bodies. We eat some things that are not beneficial for us because they are serving some kind of an emotional need, but not meeting our physical requirements, kind of a thing. And about moving, right? We're in a society where you don't move very much. You sit for long hours. You have your head down when you're looking at your phone, those kind of things. And those things cause us a lot of physical problems in terms of our body functioning well. And then the other one is about thinking right. And thinking right, he's talking about, a lot of it about having a positive attitude, but more so than having a positive attitude, what he's talking about is that kind of having a trajectory in mind for what you want your life to look like in terms of the full and complete expression of your capacity as a human being, right? And and he has an exercise in which one part of it is that you go and you assess your life in terms of your satisfaction, your self-satisfaction with life out of a scale of 100. What is your satisfaction with life? And if most days are good days and you have meaning in your life and you feel good and you're moving well and you have good connection with other human beings, other spiritual beings who are on this human journey with you, that if you do those things and your days are mostly good, maybe you're 70 or 80% kind of a thing in terms of your enjoyment of life, your self-satisfaction with life. But then he wants to refine that more. And so he has this exercise, and I think this is fascinating. Basically, it's where, get the glasses on to make sure I read this right. Okay. He says the human innate universal human values. It is imperative that you do the innate human value identification and self rating exercise before reading this section. Take a moment right now to take out a piece of paper and list the 10 most important character traits of a good person. Don't continue to read, immediately put the book down. Okay, so anyways, he says list the 10 most important characteristics of a human being. Okay, and his argument is that these would be the same anywhere in the world, right? Anywhere in the world, any race, and wherever that person was raised, whatever socioeconomic thing they have, whatever color they are, whatever gender they are, whatever sexual preference they are, they would agree that these 10 things would be very, very similar between every of the 7.5 billion people in the world, that everybody would come up with a very, very similar list, right? These ideal human traits or human characteristics. And so I did it and made a list, right? And my list, I had love of self, that you love yourself, you value yourself, you appreciate yourself. Love of others. And I think those two are connected. If you don't love yourself, then you have a reduced capacity, or pardon me, let me say it this way. You can only love others to the degree that you love yourself. So if you love yourself 40%, well, you can't love others 100% or 60% or 50%. You could only 40 would be the limiting factor. Whereas if you love yourself fully and completely, then you're able to love others fully and completely. Desire for a better, more complete life expression, that you want your life to be as full a complete expression of what it is that you are here to achieve, what it is you're here to contribute, what it is you're here to do in this human journey you're on. A belief of our universal connection. So, like, disconnection in our bodies is right? Disconnection with others outside in our community is social disease. And so the more we can connect with ourselves and the more we can connect with others, the better and more enjoyable our life experience is. um, Optimism, that you're optimistic about what's going to happen. And he has a kind of a very interesting way to frame this. He uses the example of a car accident. So you have a car accident, and so, the pessimistic view of that car accident is, oh, this is horrible. It should have never happened to me. That kind of a thing. Oh, the car's all damaged. I really like this car, whatever it is. If it's more an optimistic type view, then the perception is, hey, I survived it. I'm not hurt. Hallelujah, I'm still here, right? I can buy another car. Matter of fact, maybe I'm going to do better on the insurance than this car was worth, right? Perhaps, right? So you have a whole different perspective in terms of optimism or pessimism. And I know the pessimist would say, "Oh, but you're not a realist." But you know what? Your life is still way better, way more enjoyable as an optimist than it is as a pessimist. Hope, that you have hope for the future, you have hope for tomorrow, you have hope for a better future, that for yourself and perhaps how you can contribute to others. Caring, that related to that hope, that there is a contribution that you can make that will be of value to others in encouraging them on their life's journey. And what does that look like? It could be an encouraging word, it could be gratitude, it could be a hug. Any of those kind of things would be fine, would be things that would be indicate caring. Compassion, so compassion related very closely to the other ones, right? Where you're actively seeking to try and understand another's situation and contribute to that other person's situation in a positive way. Belief of awareness of the uniqueness of every human being, right? We are all unique human beings, right? We all have, there's only one set of eyes. Your set of eyes is the only one out of 7.5 billion people. My set of eyes as well. My voice is, there's only one out of 7.5 billion people. Yours is the same. Your fingerprints are unique. So we are unique beings that are all connected. I think we're connected just because of our life force, our what creates this beautiful rhythm in our chest and the miracle of breath from entering our body, that we all share in that life force, that life energy, that source. And then in so doing, we're all connected with in that way. That's as simple as it gets. There, you could call it God, you could call it life force, you could call it whatever you want, but that's what connects us all. Um, the belief that your contribution is needed and valuable, so that what you're doing and how you're making a difference is important, and that others value it. Maybe they don't express it, maybe you don't hear those comments, but others do have gratitude, appreciation, that what you're doing makes a difference in their lives. Now, my wife's list was a little bit different, but a lot of similarity as well. Hers was a sense of honesty. And what I want to do is have Brother Scott share his list. What is his things? Because basically, the commonality between, if every human being in the world did this little exercise, the commonality that we'd see is a lot of consistency in terms of what that means. What are the innate human unique values that well, not unique, I guess, the values that all humans share, that every human everywhere in the world, if they said, here's the things that are represent a good human, here's what they are, this list, then there's going to be a lot of alignment between those. Corolla's also had about values, about boundaries, about respect of other people's boundaries, about ability to love self, ability to love others, empathy. Someone with lots of experiences equals fairness, is her comment. Willing to give of self to others, ability to receive, self control, like related to anger, etc. And then ability to make others feel seen and heard. So that was her list. And there's a lot of similarities between her list and my list. And if you did this exercise, if you said, hey, what are the 10 most important character traits of a human being? I think you would find something very similar to that. So this book, love it, love it, love it. Live right for your species type, eat well, move well, think well. And basically, his thought process here with these unique, or not unique, with these universal human values is that if you recognize what they are, then you rate yourself in terms of, well, where am I on this value? If my value, one of the values is that I'm going to be loving to myself, that I'm going to love myself fully and completely. Am I 50%? Am I 60? Am I 92%? Where am I? Right. And then in terms of being caring for others, or have love for others, or have compassion for others, or those kind of things, then you basically self rate where you are with the thought process that then you would go and see how you could move that rating up. What would it take? What practices could you do that would improve, enhance your ability to meet those values, those universal human values, in a more complete way? And in so doing, then you're going to provide you the most complete life expression of your unique life that you have, and the contribution that you can make right here, right now, where you are. Right, everybody has a way, everybody has a means, everybody has the capacity to contribute in a positive way to this unique life experience that we're enjoying. And most of that, or a lot of that, is relate to how it works with others, how we contribute to others in terms of their success and having their needs met. Those kind of those that approach, right? And a lot of that flows from your value of yourself and your value of loving yourself as well. And so loving yourself isn't a narcissistic thing, it's a good thing. And if you love yourself, then you can be a love of others and be of greater service to others. And then further, if you love yourself, you automatically gravitate to better choices. You eat better, you move better, you are more comfortable in your body and like how it feels to be in your body. So those things just automatically flow from that. So the book is amazing. Live right. There it is. Live right for your species type, and eat well, move well, think well. Dr. James Chestnut, he's a genius, amazing, amazing guy. He's done these sessions all over. He's a chiropractor, Canadian chiropractor. He's done sessions all over the world in terms of getting people on this protocol. And then as they do that, they get much better health results, much better joy and satisfaction in life. And I still haven't finished this book. It's a big book, and I'm a slow reader, but I'm working on it and I'm enjoying it, and it's of huge value. So next week, hopefully, Brother Scott will be back in 100% again, and we'll compare his list, perhaps, if he's up for the task, which I think he would be, and see where, and maybe if you're interested, you compare it. You do the little exercise yourself. What are the universal human values that every human in the whole world would agree make constitute a good human being? And maybe you want to come on the show and share those. That would be amazing. So love to hear from you. You can certainly contact us. Here, just wait. I'll throw my contact info up here. And banners. Doo, 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 doo. Hope your Thursday has been amazing. Mine has been good. And this weather, my goodness, it's amazing. We're sneaking by December pretty good. This is the shortest day of the year, right? But here we are, and and we're moving along. So it's excellent news. This is my contact info. That's my cell phone. That's my email address. If you want to share your list of what are the 10 things that you would identify as unique human values that the oh no, pardon me. I keep on throwing unique in there. I don't mean unique. You are unique, but in terms of the values that we could all agree on that make a good human life, you could certainly share that with me. If you want to come on the show and share it with me, that would be great. So keep yourself well. short version here tonight, but I wanted to share that with you and challenge you to do that little list. And once you've done that list, look at in terms of your um, degree of satisfaction with each of those attributes. How are you sitting on those, right? And so thank you. Keep yourself well. You're an amazing human being. You're one of a kind. There's a contribution that you were put on this earth to do, and if you haven't found it yet, it exists, and you can do it right here, right now, where you are right now. You can make a difference no matter what your occupation, whatever your age and sex and gender. You can make a difference right now in terms of fully expressing your capacity and your life expression. That's what I'm going to leave it at. Okay. Thank you. Keep yourself well. Love you. Okay. See ya. Thank you. Get a Matson to my Indigenous brothers and sisters. See ya.